Welcome back. More sparks. Wait, we actually get to go indoors? That's sick. And I'm gonna clarify it. That little market thing, I kind of don't count it because that was more of like a market with shade. That doesn't count. Please. My girl Siggy needs a my girl Sigrid, getting serious here. She needs a hug. Please. Grandma, at the end of all of this, you better give her a hug. I'm begging you. Really? Okay. Wait. One more. What? That's the second rare Siggy grapple fumble. Not to worry. It's okay. You're feeling sad. You're off your game. Goodness, he's tripping over air right now.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Nice work. And Sigrid, I'm sorry about whatever happened to Iris. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Peppy. And thanks for sharing your story.
Happy to, kiddo.
What is a check mark then, if that's not the spark tank? Oh no. Is that actually... I didn't figure it out. Is that more surf... more racing Asta? Okay, I might have to go check it out. Just kidding, that's the... Nope. Never mind. It's too soon. We've gone through like 3 outfits in like 1 or 2 videos. It's too soon. We must embrace minimalism for 1 video. At least. Right here. After discussing with Miss Skagerrak, we both agreed that our main focus should be to find a spark reactor. With all the spark energy you've gathered, it seems we're all ready to go, no? Ready, Captain? Oh, this is our cabin boy, Peter. At your service, miss. Nice to meet you, Peter. Yeah, drop the niceties. Let's move along and go grab what we need. Escorting? So we're just gonna follow me? Oh, cool. Okay, you guys need to turn around this way. Look at this. Siggy, just a...
Can I try? She's not so fond of strangers, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, newcomers rarely mean anything good around here.
They don't?
No one from the outside ever gave a dab about Hill Crew. They only came around when they needed us.
You mean
My goodness, this game. But, okay, forget about all of that depressing lore drops. Siggy was just a random girl living with her grandma, right? And then, of course, they're visited by the amazing and masterfully written Mr. Bane. But look. Now she's in charge of a Navy fleet. Oh my god. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt my monologuing. There's not a monologue, but you know what I mean. Don't interrupt my glazing of Siggy. Look at that. She is a captain of the pirates. Can you believe it? Like, she's up there with like Luffy and Majima from the Yakuza series in the spin-off game. Can you believe it? She's only the age of I don't know, she doesn't seem 18. She seems like a kid, but she's very, very skilled at such a young age. She has a brighter future awaiting her.
What's with all the rocks over there?
That, my friend, is the Needle Prick Memorial. A small token of gratitude to those who fought against the Dirty Falls and didn't make it back.
Oh my gosh, this game's story is about oppression.
Maybe one person, maybe 100. One day it was just there, and people kept adding to it, at least until this area got too gloomed up to be safe. It's mostly stones and scrap parts from the area, but they're placed with love.
Grandma? Is this where Grandpa died? Granny?
We used to go to the pine forests here before the war, you know. Every fall, me and John pick chanterelles. I always made him cover his eyes for the last part of the way. It was my secret mushroom place, you see, and he wasn't very good at keeping secrets. He would have slipped and told someone if they asked, I'm sure of it. And now, he sleeps here, on a bed of chanterelles.
I better clean this place up then.
Such unnecessary evil. We can't let this happen again.
All right, let's hope this works.
Let's go. Let's go. This game just keeps getting more and more depressing. I was fooled by the cute or the wholesome aesthetic. We must fight for freedom.
Chills.
It does that to you. This is where the final battle against the Dirty Falls took place. We paid a heavy price, but we finally took them down.
Here we go again.
I don't like the sound of that. Oh. Oh, hello, my favorite enemies in the game. Siggy, please. You don't have suck to target. You know, actually, I'm not that big of a fan of suck to target. If I have a choice, there are exceptions, of course, but Siggy, I would love for Siggy to have suck to target, please. Her range a little bit small. Oh! Blast him. Find a good spot to watch. Yeah! That's what we're talking about.
Oh, what's the thing? What's this?
Yeah, he would know where we could find a spark reactor. One of those wrecks gotta have one in working condition.
He's not gonna like this. Not fond of visits, that man. Especially not impromptu ones.
I brought a box of his favorite tea leaves. Hopefully enough for the trade.
My man Rufus lives alone in the gloom here.
About the Dirty Paws? About the Whistlers? I've never even heard that name. Who are they?
No, are they water striders? They gotta be, yeah. Keep your vomit to yourself. Please. Come on, let's go for a free flow combo. Arkham style. Arkham style. Good. Alright. My man Rufus. Gosh, Siggy's been... Well, no. It's not the same as swimming because she can just rest like this. Let her have it.
Oh, no. We need to get that poor sod out of there.
Ooh. Don't worry, Rufus. Peppy, why are you here? What's with the crowd? That gloom wave overran all Strandsville. We needed reinforcements. And now we need stuff. I hear you have a spark reactor. You can't come into my home and just a man thinks. You know, he's got a point. Alright, Grandma, we need to turn around. We brought tea leaves. Tea leaves. Well. Oh, well. There should still be a working reactor in this ship here. You'll need to clean this place up if you're gonna have a shot at getting up there. Well, cigarette, get to... Oh, okay. Grandma Doris be like, back in my day, I made my grandmother do things for me. I was top dog ever since I came into this world. I am the one top G of the Skagerrak family. What is this? This is not a continuation of the Pokemon Shield story, Sword story, but I heard that a lot of like fans of Pokemon, former fans of Pokemon, they want to find something else to play in. They got into the Shin Megami Tensei series, and I've beaten a good number of them, some of the hardest ones, but I give up on Pokemon Sword. It's not at all, no. It's not a, this is like, gosh, this is an Arkham fight. Wait your turn, please. No. This might be game over. Yep, SMT, no problem. Pokemon, I don't think it's gonna take them. They're not gonna implement it until maybe like. I actually don't know what gen we're on. Gen 10, Gen 11 with the new one, Gen 12. I don't think they're gonna figure out. They're not even gonna consider like skipping animations until like Gen 24. But yeah, there's just so much like time wasting stuff there. Anyways, that is enough about Pokemon. That is my depressive lore drop, I guess. Well, I guess the actual lore drop would have been like 2 or 3 videos ago. So just go and watch that if you want to. Hear about the Nessa story. It's very recent. Yo, that's crazy. Alright, that's enough. That's what I needed. Let's get going. Before you leave, can Water Girl go and clean out my generators as well? I prefer to have my radiator working tonight. Of course I'll do that. Siggy, we're in a hurry. Hey! Just... just oblige him for a second. You can go ahead, I'll be right behind you. Well, make it quick. You heard the lady, make it quick. I'll be inside. You're taking her side, maybe I won't clean your chimney. Total island looking. And they're spread across the island too. Make it quick. Why not put the generators closer to each other? Or just put it on your island. I hate to say this, but this this beach reminds me of the beach from Kingdom Hearts 1 when the darkness took over. I mean, this is basically the same thing, except it's not anime, so I guess it's better. Okay, 357. Mr. Bane. Mr. Bane, it's another time to visit Mr. Bane. You know, what are these things? I guess this is kind of aesthetic. Yeah. What would this be like? The title of this would be like Shrubbery at the End of the World. Shrubbery at the Edge of Despair. My latest fever trip. Fever dream. I don't know. Whichever one appeals to you, you should write that down in the comments below. Or don't, you know, it's your choice. You have the freedom. Heck, if you want, you can click off this video right now. Who knows, maybe it would be the wiser choice. Monster? What is this? Now I got garbage can monsters? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Just kidding, I did. Alright, Siggy, come on, let's speedrun this. Gosh, this game is on point with the puns. I just saw the name of it. More literature. Unfortunately, we aren't in a hurry, so we cannot stop to read books. Besides, reading is overrated. Who reads nowadays? Hello? Goodbye. Oh, you jump even higher if you ground pound? Hold on a second. Yeah! Sigmeister. Oh.
What's the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost.
The Striders. I couldn't hold them back. And then the dirty paws showed up.
The Whistlers.
Are they actually the...
Anyway, I was sure they would kill me. But they didn't. Actually, I think they tried to...
Help you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know, all those stories you've been fed are
Uh-oh.
not to be trusted.
How do you know?
Because I am one of those dirty paws you're also afraid of.
Oh, no.
Although I prefer to be called by our rightful name. Care for a cup?
Don't tell me Grandma's the villain. Please.
That beloved dandelion of yours spat its poison into the sea. Eventually, it reached our lands. Big, nasty blobs that crawled onto our fields and destroyed our crops. We sent message after message to make you understand the damage you were causing, but you wouldn't listen. So eventually, we took matters into our own hands.
What did you do?
We realized we had to stop the gloom ourselves by sabotaging the dandelion's main conduit. Our boat got hit just after midnight. 3 of us were killed immediately, and 1 lived long enough to say his prayers. I was crying like a babe, but having no wound severe enough to stop me, I kept going. Just before dawn, I reached my target. It was all up to me now. Our scientists had devised a fluid that was meant to drip into the heart of the dandelion and stop the machinery from running. Our mission was to pump it into one of the central vents, and that's what I did. I pumped the fluid in, plugged the vent, and I left. I didn't look back at first. The only thing I could think of was getting away. But then, when I turned my head, the entire thing had turned into a monster. Gloom shooting out like fountains of black saliva. I remember thinking of 100-armed octopuses and giant spiders, mythological creatures from my childhood stories.
They were mythological?
Deafening thunder.
Oh, this is a dystopia.
Well, I guess you know the rest.
The ground cracked, the ocean roared, and Strandville was lost in the deep.
After what I caused, I couldn't bear to face anyone. So I settled here.
How did you survive the explosion?
All I know is that I passed out. When I woke up, the sea was calm. The city was gone. And the people. All we wanted was to put an end to our misery. You understand? I followed the instructions, but it didn't work out. It didn't... Sweet mother of Sparks, I should have died with the others.
Oh.
You tried to save your people. You didn't know this would happen.
You're very kind. It's like your mother.
My mother.
Oh, give yourself a break.
She was my
You lost a
friend,
leg already.
the bravest person I ever met. She listened to us, even after the flood. She believed me when I told her that we never meant any harm. She even wanted to help me put things right, so we set out to try and fix the damage I'd caused. But we never... She never... She was investigating methods to change the behavior of the gloom. One day she came to my hideout looking for clues, as she put it. I told her to get lost. She wasn't easily scared. Like mother, like kid, I guess. She had been breeding flowers, you see. Some kind of modified version of the Night Weaver. an herb we grow back home. She had learned that its roots could bind the gloom back into the weave rock and stop it from spreading. She wanted me to take her to the pipe that started the rupture. Her idea was to pour some spark-induced nightweaver seeds into the central vent and turn the dandelion into a sort of mending machine. Don't ask me about the science. That was her forte.
So you went back there.
Yes, child. She even made us go inside. She said it was crucial. I refused at first, but your mother was a very convincing woman. And I know you won't believe me when I tell you this, but it was as though the gloom felt threatened by us. Your mother fought for her life. I lost my right leg trying to save her, and I'd gladly give my left too, if that could bring her back. Since then, the gloom has kept spreading, like the plague it is.
Is there nothing left to do?
The airship manages to fight it off to some extent, using spores from the Nightweaver. But we have nowhere near what would be needed to fight it off forever.
The seed.
This.
By all sparks, where did you get that? We have to get you to the airship. You have to show them.
The airship! They're gonna shoot it down!
What? Who?
That machine Cassius was talking about. It's a spark weapon to shoot down the Whistler's barge.
Oh, those fools! May the gloom drown them! Curse all of them and their trigger-happy fingers! They're nothing but a bunch of short-sighted idiots! You must stop them, do you understand? Do whatever it takes to keep those morons from firing. Then you have to find Moira. Just follow the barge.
Moira?
The Whistler's leader. She's the only one who can make use of that seed. Now go!
Oh my goodness, I have a lot of thoughts, but next video. See you soon. Goodbye.